你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
Xiao Zhan was scolded by the big name, but the fans were indifferent. A more effective trick than the match line, one hit must hit. Recently, I am still wandering in the ocean of red. There are no statutory holidays in itself, but it feels like the 11th Golden Week. In this environment, on social platforms, the people who eat melon are still not idle. Wang Feng's sing-along with Dogwa's warning was confirmed again. Don't deceive me. To challenge the group of Xiao Zhan fans, I didn't choose to let them go because of Xiao Zhan's low key. From time to time, it will be pulled out and wander around. Why the list is not number one? Some people came out and laughed at it. The popularity is not good, and the start-up drama is changed. It is still the youngest. Will he become the next Xiao Zhan and become the next top tier? Since Stubborn responded to the management of the Rice Circle and banned several large groups, I found that Xiao Zhan's negative aspects were really reduced a lot. The position of ace, the script of Jade Bone Remote and other posts also quieted down. This kind of calm is rare for Xiao Zhan. But, how could it be possible to make Xiao Zhan fans coveted by hundreds of schools to be unique in the restaurant circle? Yes, in the past 2 days, the four words Xiao Zhan fan have been seamlessly brought into many incidents. Try to cause a new round of flogging. Is it useful to cause staring? The answer is, it's really useful. There has always been a saying tier B to lift the coffee and the effect is quick. It can be said that I have personally witnessed this effect, and it can be said to be effective immediately. The popularity and the number of people are not enough, so I tier B to make up, so I want say Cheng Yunian. In the second part, the turmoil caused by the fringe character of Yan Bingyun, Xiao Zhan and fans once again became the target of being whipped. Some time ago, there was a lot of trouble. More than 3,000 viewers of a certain drama gave the work 1 star. All the brainstorming was pushed to Xiao Zhan fans. In order to bring Xiao Zhan fans into this pre-made game, it can be described as painstaking. It is indeed a hit drama right now. Many big verses stand up to complain about a certain drama and criticize Xiao Zhan fans. Duluo Dalu, which ended almost half a year ago, was maliciously taken into the Rice Circle and torn. Create momentum for other works. In the process, near the closing of a certain work, the Delta Venn index reached a new high of 2.89 points, but unfortunately it still hasn't exceeded the limited audience of this movie. The non-prime time broadcast of Duluo not only achieved a good score of 3.05 in the first half of the year, but it also set a feat of 800,000 drama fans scoring. The former score did not drop. After a few days of tossing, the number of 1-star heads is very stable, and it has been around 3,000. On the contrary, the number of Doro starring Xiao Zhan has increased by tens of thousands, and the score has also dropped. In the middle of the tearing, the volume of the sound made Datavan's index rise, and this is the effect. Increase fan activity. Fans of Xiao Zhan were forcibly brought in unrelated works. The effect of being able to defeat the immediate effect is still the same in other aspects. If you compare rice rings to traditional Chinese medicine patches with different effects, then Xiao Zhan and fans can definitely become existences with the effect of medicine. No harmlessness. If there is, the effect is doubled. Suddenly recently due to the Chen Qingling highlights, the whole process of this matter has nothing to do with Xiao Zhan. The people who eat melon have always cared about the rumored girlfriend of the former colleague. But it turned out to be the most reluctant side of the Rice Circle, and tried every means to invite the king into the urn. Let Xiao Zhan and fans become the targets of impeachment by hundreds of schools. Immediately afterwards, there was the CCTV party. There was nothing wrong with Xiao Zhan. But the four words Xiao Zhan fans, even if they are as quiet as a chicken in the crowd, the kind that will still be picked out by people. The most incomprehensible thing is, it is a social event caused by a taxi app that can also bring Xiao Zhan fans into the venue due to its own problems. In addition to being speechless, it is still speechless. After boarding the hot search, popularity is full of inexplicable clarifications. What does this have to do with the Rice Circle? When this kind of social incident involves the issue of position, people in the hustle and bustle circle are afraid to avoid it. But Xiao Zhan's former colleague fans went against him, actively washing the floor. The most stupid approach is to try to use Xiao Zhan fans. This group forcibly pulls social incidents into the rice circle to resolve them. I have to say that the existence of such fans is also a blessing. Xiao Zhan fans have been involved many times before and after. CP fans and Wei fans cooperated, successfully aroused pity and love to his former colleague. It can be called a top 10 abuse fan. The number of active fans has returned to a high level for 2 consecutive days. This effect is really leveraged. One thing reversed the mentality of fans, and masters made moves. In the above incidents, Xiao Zhan is basically in a state of invisibility. If you want to cause the rice circle to tear each other, responding will only make the incident even more uncontrolled. Initiate a new round of tearing. So silence is the best way to deal with it. Having said that, how do fans do it? Doing so many rounds, it must be hoped that Xiao Zhan fans will end, and it is the right intention. It is a pity, not at all. Xiao Zhan's fans remain motionless. In these incidents, just like the collective disappeared, except for a few individual activities, compared with the hundreds of thousands of live fans online, doesn't it just disappear? I asked you to join the game many times, even if it was directly insulted by a big name. The fans still did not move. I want to think the details of the complaint that was picked up by netizens some time ago. This is also the key to a 180-degree reversal of their attitude. The privacy of Xiao Zhan written in the hacked rights protection document was seen by fans. Renting a 70-square-meter house, the area of the house can't fit in with your endorsement. Some fans even said, "It is not as big as the area where I live and my condition is better than that of the top class." In such a situation, he unreservedly donated 600,000, anonymously during the epidemic. Also with irregular decimal points. It is also this document that let the public know that it is difficult for Xiao Zhan to defend his rights. Although it was a joke, the fans said that they had contributed to Xiao Zhan's purchase of a house in Beijing. Actively collect evidence of being caught by the internet. There is a big V for the fans. In the thousands of tears, there is no right to chain him to be lethal, and it's a hit. No matter how hard your mouth is, how upset you were at that time, when the blind box is open to my head, I will still panic in the face of hundreds of thousands of compensation because they don't have foxes, let alone windmills. As far as ordinary people are concerned, 200,000 is required for 2 years or more of work to earn income, and it is necessary to not eat or drink or consume the amount of talent. This method is indeed effective, not only for Xiao Zhan. Whenever a public figure is subjected to online violence, he should use the right chain. If it doesn't work once, it's twice. If it doesn't work twice, it's 3 times. Only when the knife hits one's body will he know that it hurts. On social platforms like Weibo, it's the most unwise way for fans to go online with anyone, even being called crazy star chaser irrational rhetoric. Instead of this, if you encounter malicious insults, you can directly control him, and you will hit him with a hit.